Hi, thank you for joining me. So I feel called to say that if you're watching this, it's not one of these situations where it's like, take what resonates. I feel like if you're watching this video, it's like this is your message. At least that's just what I feel called to say. There's a lot that came through before I turned on the camera, and it was coming through like all at once. It was kind of beautiful. So first and foremost, you could be seeing a lot of numerology. Just to throw out some numbers: 717, 222, 2222. As I was preparing for the reading, I glanced at the clock and it was 11:11. It's currently August 11th. Ooh, and I just looked at the timer and it was 44. So, yeah, you definitely could be seeing a lot of numerology, a lot of like number synchronicities could be coming to you. If you feel guided, look them up, so see what, or maybe just meditate on that number or those numbers and see what comes through for you. Now, as I was preparing, I came across a reading on my camera because I was clearing out some SD card space, and I came across an old reading on my camera that was from September. I recorded it on September 16th and I posted it on September 17th. And it was only like maybe the first minute or two of that reading, because then my SD card got full and I had to turn it off and clear out my memory. But I guess somehow that part of the reading stayed on my camera. But anyway, and the reason why I say that if you're watching this, like this is your confirmation, there is a message in here for you, or this is your message so confidently, is because, what? Okay. Anyway, is because that reading, I said that same thing. And I was talking about how, like, I've never felt guided. I never felt comfortable even saying that in my readings, but I said it in that reading. And what's interesting is that I had that reading unlisted on my channel. I just recently put it to public so I can link it to this reading because I feel like they're connected. There could be something about like a year cycle or something like that, maybe around that time last year, which, yeah, September 16th, 2024, could be significant. But yeah, and then it was also giving me this energy of like something that you have done in the past, maybe kind of went unnoticed, or maybe even you hid away, that it's like becoming public in a way, or is being is being seen by many eyes. Yes, maybe a community, maybe something online, but I feel like this is also saying something that maybe went unlisted in your mind or in your memory is coming back up here for you, and it's bringing through some kind of breakthrough. I seen a sword, a raven, some kind of breakthrough here. And the first energy that was coming through was this energy of just divine gentleness, this mothering, nurturing energy, but also something about your sensuality, like you're being this this rebel, this revolutionary when it comes to your sensuality. This could also be talking about manifesting with your sacral chakra. Yeah. Also, when I was talking just now and I said, what? I just cleared out my SD card, and literally the same thing that happened in that reading that I was talking about, 11:22 on the clock, is happening now. I introduce the reading, I lay out the groundwork of what it's going to be, and now it's saying that I got to clear my SD card. This is very interesting. I'm going to have to do a little deep dive and see what I'm missing on this card, and that could be a message right there for you as well. Maybe you need to do a deep dive and see, what are you missing? What are you overlooking that you need to kind of cut away and delete, right? That sword energy that was coming through. Also, I felt really guided to use these two decks. This is an oracle deck, this is a tarot deck. And it wasn't until I put them out on the table when I noticed, like, oh, it's interesting. They have this same, like, this is giving me like Two of Pentacles kind of energy on the back artwork here. yeah, I'm also getting like Four of Wands energy coming through, Six of Pentacles energy coming through. So let me figure out this SD card situation, and yeah, I'll be right back. Okay, we're back. There's definitely something here about clearing space. I'm gonna pull some cards on that because something very interesting happened when I was clearing out my SD card. I went to go put whatever I need to put on my hard drive, and then my hard drive was saying, my external hard drive was saying that it was too full. And I'm like, what is going on? Like, I feel like I'm pretty conscious in keeping things, especially when it comes to my hard drives and stuff, like clearing out and clutter free. I don't know what was going on, but I definitely feel like that's part of the message because when I was initially getting this, like, needing to like release something, whether release it to yourself, right? Some kind of information that you buried deep within yourself, or something that you created, release it to a community or something like that. Now, as I was waiting, a couple things came through, especially with this revolutionary energy that was coming through. Apples came to mind, and apples symbolize a lot of different things. But what came to mind was information, knowledge, and in conjunction with this clearing out clutter situation, I was getting something about like you've consumed. I was seeing like a pile of eaten apples, like their cores just kind of piling up, and it's like you've consumed a lot of information, you consumed a lot of knowledge. 11:44 on the timer. On the clock. And that can mean two things. It's either like you're consuming too much information and too much knowledge, and some of that information and knowledge ain't good information and knowledge, right? Not all good information. Not all information is good information. Not all knowledge is good knowledge, right? So there's something here about like you consumed a lot. Now it's time to kind of shift through and sift through all of the information and knowledge. I said that so many times, that you've consumed or that you've come upon, and really check in with yourself and allow yourself to get rid of what is not necessary. And something that was really coming through was like knowledge about your sexuality, knowledge about your sensuality. This can even just be about knowledge about how you are taking care of your sex organs, right? Anyway, I want to pull some cards on this energy of like, what is this making space, clearing the clutter, like no room, even on the backup energy, there's no room here. What is that all about? And then I'm going to pull three cards for the tarot energies that were coming through. Two of Pentacles, Four of Wands, Six of Pentacles energy. I want to see what that's all about as well. So we have here the Page of Cups. This is newness, right? This is creativity. This is what is that? Damn. Okay, I keep wanting to say a specific word, but what keeps coming through is the lack mindset, and that's not what I'm trying to say, but that's what's coming through. A lack mindset when it comes to beginner's mind. I was trying to say beginner's mind, but lack mindset kept coming through. So there could be, it's at the bottom here, Seven of Wands. With the Five of Cups. Yeah, this is like releasing some kind of defense, okay, but making space, clearing things out so you can make room for creative energy. I was getting a lot of sacral chakra energy coming through, and that's that creative space. Making space. Yeah, and like the sand castle here, if we look, the waves are coming in, and it's a castle made of sand, and if a big wave comes through, It's no longer a sandcastle. This is giving me this energy of being prepared, being ready for, allowing space for things that are not built on a solid foundation to fall away. But this is also giving me this energy of like, you're building something, you're working towards something, but the moment something like dramatic happens or you feel some kind of significant emotional feeling, or maybe the people around you have some kind of emotional feeling toward it, it just gets teared down or torn down. Yeah, this could honestly be about, I mean, this could be about a bunch of different things, but I'm feeling like I want to say this creative energy and you just having this, it's like a revolutionary act that you're doing. It's giving me like, fuck it, I'm just gonna do it anyway. I don't care what anyone has to say. Now honestly, let's be honest here. When I say those kind of things, I'm not saying doing these things that are putting harm to yourself or to others. I'm speaking from a place of light and love. All right. So I shouldn't have to, I feel like whoever's watching this understands that. But I definitely wanted to make that very clear. It's like, fuck it, I'm just gonna put out this music video. I'm just gonna put out this song or this poem I wrote. I'm just gonna, something like that. Oh, let's get an oracle card. Oh, relax, relax, relax. Okay, love and growth and feel. Want to be seen with healing some kind of mental space. Also, I feel guided to say maybe coffee could be an important way to ground yourself. Maybe you drink that as a ritual to, wow, a ritual or some kind of act to ground yourself. Maybe you drink it before meditation or something, or something about coffee being very grounding. And I'm saying wow because the reading that I was talking about that I did last year, the very first shuffle that I did and pull that I did, unknown, was at the bottom of the deck. And I titled that reading, Giving Yourself Permission to Feel Comfortable in the Unknown, or something like that. Hold on, let me look it up. But that's really interesting that happened. Let's see, what did I title that? Something about curly hair could be significant. Giving yourself permission to feel free and secure in the unknown. Body, you see what I'm saying? Something about these chakra and wait a second. Ain't no way. Hold up. I gotta play this reading because ain't no way. Y'all, this is exactly what came out in that reading's for you as well. These two readings are definitely tied together. This is exactly what came out. Unknown was at the bottom and the card that I pulled was body. I'm saying ain't no way, but there obviously with God there is always a way. But it's just the magic. I won't ever get used to that. I feel like it always is so surprising and so beautiful. Damn, I wonder what other little synchronicities is in this damn reading. Yeah. Interesting. Is that what I think it is? No, it's not. Oh my God. I was just like, what is that called? Scrubbing through the reading to see what cards were coming out, and I thought I seen the Page of Cups on the table, but it's not the Page of Cups. But anyway, Ooh, 14:44 on the timer. Yep, definitely something here about It's interesting because I feel like I know what it is. I just can't put it into words. I feel the feeling though. I feel the feeling. Seeing something, seeing some kind of image or imagery coming to mind, maybe an idea, right? We're getting that breakthrough energy, sword energy. You're seeing something that maybe others cannot or do not see. For example, if you look at the clouds, people are looking at this and they're just seeing clouds, but you see a starfish, you see a jellyfish, you see imagery here, a dolphin, a shark, like you see something that others do not. Maybe you have a really good eye. I mean, we are getting a lot of creative energy here. Let's get 3 cards for this. Three of Wands. 3, 3. What? 8 of Wands. Okay. Something about November or the number 11. 4 of Wands. This was the energy that was coming through. I said 2 of Pentacles, 4 of Wands, 6 of Pentacles energy. Okay, for 2 of Pentacles. For 2 of Pentacles, we have 2 of Pentacles. Okay. Confirmation. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Oh, for the 4 of Wands, we have the Magician. I love that. Ooh, and 11:44 on the timer. I also seen 11:44 on the clock earlier. That's beautiful. And then for 6 of Pentacles, we have Ace of Wands. Aww. Something feels really sad. Like something, it's like a sadness. But it's not a maybe it could be. There's a sadness here, but it's being it's being cloaked and being nurtured with this energy of love and a gentleness. But there is a sadness here. I feel it, but there's also this energy of like 11:55 on the clock. There's an energy here of like yeah, everything's gonna be okay. Like think something like that, but yeah, I feel like there's an energy that you're working through or that you've been working through, and you're coming into the last little stages of healing that energy. And like a lot of things are coming up. I was getting snake imagery, and when snakes shed their skin, I almost see that as you. But it's like the more that you shed your skin, it's like you're uncovering all these things that were buried there. And I feel like you may have uncovered a lot of rage, a lot of resentment, a lot of guilt and jealousy within yourself. You've been uncovering all these things, but all of those emotions and feelings at the very root of it was pain, was sorrow, was sadness. And I feel like that's the last thing that you're kind of coming into right now. And life may be cool right now, right? You may not be like, oh, I don't really necessarily have anything to be sad about, but I feel sad for some odd reason. Maybe a lot of things from it just started pouring raining. Yeah. Maybe a lot of things from the past are coming up. Maybe a lot of grieving the death of a loved one in the past. I'm not saying that's happening now or will happen. I mean, it will happen, right? Everyone dies. But anyway, but there's this cleansing here with the rain. 3 of Swords energy coming through. There's this cleansing here. Page of Wands, yeah. Page of Wands at the top of the deck. Page of Cups here. Ace of Wands here. There is a lot of like new creation, creating a new life, right? You don't necessarily need to be like creative, like a painter or writer or something. This could just be creating and birthing a new life, mothering yourself, mothering your inner child. But let me sit with this real quick and see. Also, let me zoom in a little on these cards for you. Does that help? Is that better? I don't know. I just really want you to kind of look at these as I'm looking at them a little bit closer. So Two of Pentacles with the Two of Pentacles, yes, I feel like God's saying it's very clear, right? Recognizing how to have balance in your life, especially when it comes to your finances, but also recognizing how much you are giving and how much you are taking, and maintaining that balance. And also being in this energy of strength, you're like coming in, you came into, I feel like you've been doing a lot of work. I feel like you came into this energy of knowing how to stay afloat in rocky waters. And you've learned how to love yourself, right? And a lot of times when we think of self-care, right, we we think of it in a way as self-maintenance. When we think of self-care, we think about, oh, self-care, like bubble baths and taking care of your body and this and that. That's maintenance, right? We are maintaining our physical vessel. But self-care is much more deeper than that. It's about knowing and learning how to take care of your emotional body, your mental body, your spiritual body. And the magician came through to me a long time ago as the magician is self-love. And so every time that comes across my reading, no matter what the reading may be about, I always think about that self-love. And if you look here, it's like the magician is holding this Ace of Wands in their hand, creating something. There goes that sword. Yeah, you're burning away and clearing out unnecessary clutters, whether that's energetic or physical. And it's like creating an open space where things can flourish now. The soil has been replenished through the fire now. So now grass and greenery and flowers can grow there for you. Herbs could be significant. Ginkgo. What is that? How do you say that? It's Mandrake. Is it Mandrake? Mandrake? I'm not even, but that's coming up. Very specific. But you can be doing like basil or mint. Kale is coming through. It's not necessarily an herb, but that's okay. Just some greens coming through. Heart space energy coming through. Yeah, and the Four of Wands, I was pulling this for the Four of Wands energy. It is this energy of celebration and transitioning into newness, new life, right? This is the number one, new beginning. Ace of Wands, I was pulling for the Six of Pentacles. Six of Pentacles is giving me that even give and take. Let me think about this. Ace of Wands with the Six of Pentacles energy. When it comes to like that, again, that sensuality, that energy of creation, being mindful and being careful, but also giving yourself the permission to receive passion, receive ideas from others, from God, the universe, whoever you resonate with, but also really maintaining what you are putting out. This could also honestly, look, I'm not telling you what to do with your body, but what keeps coming through is like, where are you giving your sensuality to, and where are you giving your body to on a sexual level? Where and what energies are you giving it to? Okay, let's be mindful of that. That's all I'm going to say. Like, do you? But that keeps coming up with these energies here. I think I want to end it there. I think I'll pull. No. Yeah, no, okay. I'll end it there. I hope this was helpful. I love you so much. Take care.